Hello students, welcome to your and our beautiful channel Maths Nation. In my last class, I have already discussed about Euclid division algorithm. In this class, we will discuss how application of Euclid division algorithm. Euclid division algorithm is used to find out the HCF of two numbers. Take example 1. Find the HCF of 4052 and 12576. To find out the HCF of these two numbers by using Euclid division algorithm. Here 12576 is greater than 4052. Then divide 12576 by 4052. This is dividend, this is divisor. Then dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Just recall this. Then 12576 is equal to 4052 into 3 plus 420. Or recall, remainder is always greater than equal to 0 and less than the divisor. Here 420 is less than 4052. Then use 4052 and divide this by this. 4052 is divide by the remainder. What is the remainder? Remainder is 420. Then 4052 is the dividend. This is divisor. Then 4052 is equal to 420 into 9 plus 272. Here 272 is the remainder. Then what is the dividend? 420. Then divide this by this. Then 420 divide by 272. Then what you get? Then 272. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Divide up to when we get 0 remainder. Then can we find out the HCF. Just continue. This is 272 into 1 plus 148 plus 148. Here 148 is the remainder. Then divide this by the remainder. Then here 272 is the dividend. What is divisor? 448 is the divisor. 448 into quotient 1 plus what is remainder here? 124 is the remainder. Then divide 124 by this. Then here 148 is the dividend, 124 is the divisor. Then what is quotient? Quotient 1. What is remainder? Remainder 24. Here again repeat. Then 124 divide by 24. Here 124 is the dividend, 24 is the divisor. Then 24 into 5 plus 4. Here what is the remainder? 4 is the remainder. Then what is the divisor? 24. Now 4 will be the divisor and 24 will be the dividend. Then 24 equal to 6 into 4. Then what is remainder? Remainder 0. Then what we get? We get 4 is the HCF. 4 is the HCF. 4 is the HCF of 24 and 124. 4 is the HCF of 148 and 124. 4 is the HCF of 272 and 148. 4 is the HCF of 420 and 272. 4 is the HCF of 4052 and 420. 4 finally we get 4 is the HCF of 12576 and 4052. What is the HCF? Finally we get by using Euclid division algorithm. 4 is the HCF of 4052 and 175 12,576. 12576. 4 is the HCF of 4052 and 12576. Okay. Then we read about the properties of HCF and LCM. Just recall, you have read before what is the properties of HCF and LCMs. You know LCM into HCF is equal to product of any two positive integer, integers. Means LCM of these two integers. Suppose A and B are two positive integers, then LCM of A and B into HCF of A and B is equal to product of A and B. ठीक है? Look at here. Then LCM of A and B is equal to A into B upon HCF of A and B. HCF of A and B. Then HCF of A and B is equal to A into B upon LCM of A and B. If you know any two numbers and its HCF or LCM, if you know its LCM, you can find out HCF without using prime factorization or Euclid division algorithm. If you know only two numbers and its LCM, by using these properties you can find out HCF, and if you know HCF and two numbers, by using this property you can find out LCM of the number. But remember one thing, if A, B, C are any three positive integers, this doesn't mean A into B into C is equal to LCM of A, B, C into HCF of A, B and C. Okay? Understand this. This is important. If for any two numbers this is applicable, but if there are A, B, C, any positive integers, any three positive integers, this doesn't mean A into B into C is equal to LCM of A, B, C into HCF of A, B, C. Where for only for two numbers, only for two integers, this is applicable. Okay. Then just recall the irrational numbers which you have already read in class 9. Recall the irrational number. Theorem 1. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What the fundamental theorem of arithmetic says? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic says. What the fundamental theorem of arithmetic says? Let if P be a prime number, then if P divides A square, then P divides A. If P be any prime number, P be any prime number, and P divides A square, this implies P must be divisible by A. By the fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we prove this. Then prove. Let A be any positive integer. A be any positive integer. any positive integer. A, B, any positive integer. Then by prime factorizations, A can be written as P1 into P2 into P3 into P4 up to Pn can be written as by the prime factorization method. Then what is A square? A square equal to P1 into P2 into P3 into P4 into up to Pn into P1 into P2 into P3 up to Pn. Then A square is equal to P1 into P1 P2 into P2 P3 into P3, where we take P1 P1 into P1 P2 P2 into P2 P3 into P3 up to, we can write like this. Okay, then this means A square is P1 into P1 P2 into P2, this means A square equal to P1 square into P2 square up to Pn square. Okay, okay. If P be any, if P be any prime number which divides A square. P be any prime number which divides A square. Then this means P must be P1, P2, because what we will have proved before, P square equal to A square equal to P1 square into P2 square into P3 square, this up to Pn square. If P divides A square, this means P must be any prime number between this. P must be any prime number, either P1 or P2 or P3. This then must divide, then P may be P1, may be P2, may be P3, may be Pn, anything. Then if P divides A square, then P must divide A, because what is A? A equal to P1 into P2 into up to Pn. Then we prove what? Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. If P divides A square, this implies P divides A. Clear? Clear, students? Then by using this fundamental theorem of arithmetic, we can prove root 2 is an irrational number. In my next class, I will teach you theorem to prove that root 2 is an irrational number. Root 2 is an irrational number. Is root 2 a rational number? No. Root 2 is an irrational number. In my next class, by assuming the contrary method, I will prove you that root 2 is an irrational number. Today this much. Like, share, subscribe and stay tuned for the upcoming videos and press the bell icon to get the notification of the upcoming videos. Thank you, students.